You know, we all deal with taxes. We see them come out of our paychecks, we pay them at the store. But what if I told you they're more than just a bill? What if the entire tax system is actually a kind of hidden instruction manual for how to live your life? A secret set of rules that are designed from the ground up to shape the choices you make every single day.
I mean, think about it for a second. Why on earth would the government slap a massive tax on a pack of cigarettes, but then turn around and give you a nice little tax break for buying an electric car? It feels kind of random, right? Well, it's not. Not at all. It's a very deliberate strategy, and once you get that, you start to see how the whole system really works.
So, the answer to that puzzle really starts right here with this one big idea. The tax system isn't just about money. It's actually playing a much bigger game.
See, taxes really have two main jobs. The first one is the one we all know about, right? It's about raising money for all the public stuff we need, roads, hospitals, schools, you name it. But the second job? Well, that's where things get really interesting. Taxes are an incredibly powerful tool for influencing our behavior, for gently guiding us as a society toward doing some things and, well, away from others.
Okay, so how does this whole system of influence actually get built? Well, it's all based on a pretty complex framework of laws and official guidelines. And if you want to understand the game, you've got to know where the rules come from.
So here's a look at the pecking order. Right at the very top, you have statute law. These are the big ones, the mandatory, non-negotiable laws passed by Parliament. Then you've got case law, which comes from important court rulings that set a precedent. But then it gets a little fuzzier. You have all this official guidance from HMRC, the UK's tax authority. Now, these aren't technically the law, but they tell you exactly how the government thinks the rules should be applied. It's this mix of hard laws and, let's call it, strong suggestions that you really have to pay attention to.
And how do those top-level laws even get made? Well, it's actually a pretty straightforward path. It all kicks off when the Chancellor gets up and gives the annual budget statement. Those ideas and proposals then get debated and eventually hammered into something called a bill. Once that bill gets the thumbs up from Parliament, boom, it becomes a finance act. And just like that, a government idea becomes a hard and fast rule we all have to follow.
So we know where the rules come from. Now for the fun part. How are they actually used to nudge us around? Honestly, the best way to think about it is with a simple analogy: carrots and sticks. The tax system dangles financial rewards, the carrots, to encourage you to do certain things, and it uses financial penalties, the sticks, to discourage you from doing others.
And you can see this playing out all over the place. On one side, you've got the carrots, big incentives to go for an electric car to promote cleaner driving. But on the other side, the sticks, huge fuel duties on petrol, massive sin taxes on things like smoking and alcohol, and special levies if you're polluting the environment. The message couldn't be clearer, could it?
And let me tell you, these carrots can be seriously tempting. Right now, if you get a fully electric company car, the benefit tax on it is just 2%. That is a huge financial win. The system is basically shouting at you, hey, over here, please, choose this option. We'll make it really worth your while.
Now this brings us to a really important point. Whenever you have a system with a bunch of rules, people are naturally going to look for ways to use those rules to their best advantage. But you have to understand there is a very clear, very bright line in the sand between what's legal and what's definitely not. On one side of that line, you have tax evasion. This one's simple. It's doing anything illegal to lower your tax bill. Period. It's hiding things, lying. It's just straight up cheating the system.
But on the other side of that line, you have tax avoidance. And this is completely different. This is about using the rules of the system, as they are written, to legally minimize what you have to pay. You're not breaking the rules, you're playing the game by the rules.
Let's look at them side by side. Tax avoidance is perfectly legal. Think about putting money into a tax-free ISA account. The government literally created that rule to encourage you to save that way. Tax evasion, on the other hand, is when you just ignore the rules, hiding income you should be declaring. You see the difference? One is playing the game smart, the other is flipping the whole board over.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. To make it absolutely crystal clear, the official study material puts it in black and white. Altering paperwork is tax evasion, submitting false information. There's no gray area there. It's unambiguous and it's illegal.
Okay, so let's pull all of this together.
We've seen that the tax system has two jobs, not just one. It's built on this whole hierarchy of rules, and it uses these carrots and sticks to guide us, all while drawing a super sharp line between what's okay and what's not. So, what's the big takeaway for you?
I think it's this. The tax system isn't just some passive thing that takes a slice of your money every month. No way. It's an active, invisible force that is constantly shaping your world. It influences what kind of car you think about buying, how you save for your future, even what a pint of beer costs at the pub. It's always there, nudging and pushing us in ways we barely even notice.
So, I'll just leave you with this thought. Now that you see the rules of the game a little more clearly, take a look around at your own life. What choices are the carrots encouraging you to make? And what behaviors are the sticks trying to push you away from? Because once you start looking for it, you'll start to see the hidden logic of the tax system absolutely everywhere.